Hello there, Ray here. In the last snapshot, they made some changes to the way that coral will generate when you bone meal the ground. So I'm going to go over those changes and explain the new rates of my farm. So the coral farm itself hasn't changed at all, and this is based off of my high-efficiency seagrass farm. My coral farm was based off of this farm, which is my high-efficiency seagrass farm, and I made this farm over a month and a half ago. So if you want to check out that, I'll link it down in the description. Some people are getting confused at when I produce these farms. So in the 1.13.1 snapshot, 18W32A, they changed it so that when you bone meal the ground, you also have a chance of producing the fan coral, besides just having the normal coral. This is how the previous one was, and now you also get the chance of getting the fan ones. Now both of these are renewable, so the only one that's not renewable are the blocks of coral. But you also see that the chance of getting coral altogether is significantly lower, as you can see when I bone meal the ground. But typically you'll get majority, at least 80 to 70% of it will be seagrass, and then there'll be a small percentage that will be coral. This has significantly changed the rates of my farm. So the way they operate the farm is pretty similar. The only difference is that you have to make sure you aim a little bit low so that you can get the fan coral, which has a little bit smaller hitbox. So up here are the coordinates, and this is side to side, and this is up and down. So you want to get the up and down to say about 4.8. So something close to 4.8 will allow you to hit the seagrass as well as the coral that's in the very back of the row, as well as any fans that come up really close to you. Now, if you're using a Silk Touch pick, this will only allow you to collect the coral, the fan, as well as other variations, but you won't be able to collect any of the seagrass. So just as before, you could use shears, and this will allow you to collect everything if the shears have Silk Touch on them. Although those are discontinued, so you'd have to get those in 1.8. So since they changed it so that you get less coral every time you bone meal, and the majority of the time you get seagrass, this changed the way the rates come out. So if you're just using a pick, you normally get 20,000 coral per hour, but now you only get 3,000 coral per hour. And this is divided about half and half between coral as well as fan coral. So here's a test I did just under a half hour. You can see all the variations you get and about how much you get of each of them. Now if you were to run this farm using Silk Touch shears, then you would produce about 27,000 items per hour. I just wanted to inform you guys how my coral farm is doing in these snapshots, and the world download is down in the description as always. So if you guys found this interesting, show me a like and share this with others. If you'd like to see more cool inventions like this for 1.13 and beyond, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell button. And if you have any questions about the farm, ask me down in the comments. Bye-bye!